funny, yeah. I just been sitting back, watching, taking in information, not jumping to conclusions. They try to play on our emotions so much, I like to just sit back and wait for the dots to connect. You feel me? It sucks watching people sleep. I understand now why the higher-ups call people sheep. They go where you send them. Of all the things that offend them, they only focus on what you tell them should upset them. I remember this music exec told me to focus on you, get a check. But I refuse to mislead people or view them as less, just to be mocked by the same people I choose to protect. It's like I'm back in the day, going against massa and getting attacked by the slaves, taking my lashes while they laughing away, cause they don't know that I was trying to free them. They played a clip for them, told them I was trying to leave them. I found out they putting poison in what they feed us, to kill us slow from the inside and make us weaker. They said he's trying to steal your food, he wants your children to starve. They showed a picture of me burning all the shit we've been eating, cause when the truth make them shook at me, they drum up a case. If they can change how you look at me, you'll laugh. The right narrative can bury who they want to erase. Remember Lauryn Hill spoke up? Crazy. Chappelle didn't want to wear a dress when he left. He was crazy. Ye was in the bed with dead celebrities calling himself Jesus, but when he met Jesus, crazy. Trump was they buddy. They all got money. Before he ran for president, these same folks loved him. I wonder what changed though. Is it cause he racist or wouldn't light the White House up like a rainbow? You don't find it funny that the same Grammys and Oscars we call racist claim to hate him because of that? A whole industry that promotes evil consistently, now they hate evil and shame people who disagree. Some of that he bring on himself, and so do Ye though. You can't meet with him, agree with him, and say his name no, but call you a coon, Uncle Tom, and say you ain't black. You wonder why Joe Biden felt comfortable enough to say that? Isn't that the same way used to manipulate cats, calling you homophobic when you don't agree with they plans? Black folks running the same plays the gays ran, cause black lives didn't matter till we shook they hand. Then it was first gay NFL player black, first gay NBA player black, then they had a wedding black rapper, and guess who officiated? They used art as a tool for protection, and sympathy as a weapon, just like These fake Jews call Ye anti-Semitic. You can't disagree with them, sympathy is a weapon. If you do, you mistreating them. They rip the black billionaire in front of your face to say no matter how rich you get, your place, nigga. Promote sex, drugs, kill babies. You can say a man got pregnant by a lady. The things that you can't say don't make you question why what you can say is gravy. I'm a killer nigga, I'm a killer Jew. One of those are wrong, one of those are cool. One of those will get a rich black man canceled. The other one will put a new Grammy on his mantle. But what do I know? I'm just a Christian rapper, black entrepreneur, black father active, black husband rapping like he care about a black life, black philanthropist, water to Africa and a Flint, black man of God with a catalog your children can rap along with in the car with you, and it's hard. And I ain't saying this so y'all support me, I'm just trying to show you what y'all been calling corny. People remember the narrative is imperative. What other reason would Jews flip on Jesus and choose Barabbas? We still choosing the killers over the healers, huh? We still follow whatever leaders they give us, huh? Yeah.
Over the tallest fiends, laying with Harley Quinn, running from Saul again. I need a father, bit of some solace, get in the water, swim. Told me don't stop till tip of the top, I'm cream of the crop. I'm cream of the crop. Told me don't walk, just run to the spot, I fell on a rock. I fell on a rock. Stay, say stop, don't listen to God, then you be a God. You be a God. Spirit appalled, I look at the pot, he's sparing a rod. Yeah, I wanted VVS, yep, ever since VBS, yep. Devil can see the mess, yep, so he can see the stress, yep. Took her to CVS, yep, that was plan B, I guess, yep. Told me I'd be the best, yet I couldn't see the death, yet. Wanted to drop in to get my pockets looking obese. Devil threw shots at me and my flat like Canada geese. Man, I got locked on taking my shot, got caught up in greed. Lose sight of my car whenever I cross my wants on my knees. You know that boy right there too cold, but he be chasing that fool's gold. Gain the whole world and then lose show. Gain the whole world and then lose show. I know they want me to tell guys, I gotta go for the truth though. I know the only one who grows whenever I go and lose. Oh, I had to call again. Don't wanna fall again. Running from all my sin. Over the tallest fence. Laying with Harley Quinn. Running from Saul again. I need a father, bit of some solace. Get in the water, swim.
We the people, define the odds, cause it ain't even. Fighting for freedom, given by God, he said we equal. Fly like an eagle, this for the heroes, up in the helos, and down in the valley. Fighting the battles, fearing no evil. This is for infantry, out with a squad. Troopers and towers for hours they watch. Driving in combos, the sky for bombs. All they protect all their fathers and moms. When do they call? This is for liberty, justice for all. We are the people, together we strong, and I will catch you when you fall.
We all will fall and hide away. We can't get to our feet. We all been grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, not knowing who to be. We are the people. We are the people. Yeah, we are.
Calling us fascists. What have we done in order to afford these angry reactions? Pages that come in our colors is gorgeous. The devil he plucking our youth like a florist. Gotta combat this, even it's currently making its orbit. Never been a black and white war. Truth is what we have to fight for. What you think I grabbed the mic for? Time to say what we need is the head. Lead the people while the demons fled. Underneath we all bleeding red.
We all will fall and hide away. We can't get to our feet. We all been grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, not knowing who to be. We are the people. We are the people. Yeah, we are.
Get the feeling at the end of a rope. Double them all, but we end up broken into the foe with my head so low. But I never leave without hope. Get a venom in the bottle, do not follow in. What do I know? I the feeling of a boat. Telling you forget about them, all the venom in it. That I'm all the different, and knowing that I won't. Bitch, you float, almost gave, then I wrote this. If you pick this brain, it was hopeless. Let me get this aim in a ricochet. Get a big the flame, but I woke us. Every day you get up and I'm looking at myself and I find it. I'm out of focus, everyone around me, and I gotta be the people, and the people gotta be me, but I never notice.
We all will fall and hide away. We can't get to our feet. Been grinding every day to find opportunity. We all get lost along the way, not knowing who to be. We are the people. We are the people. Yeah, we are.
I guess I'll keep this on the behind me. I didn't know you could do this on Google Hangouts. Yeah, we're gonna just try to catch some more Globies tripping again today. Being some more lives, try to get more debates. I'm probably gonna move towards nighttime, sticking to this, but I don't know. I got a lot of free time in the day now. Again, this behind me, just to troll, show that you're manipulating experiments, operating on the assumption that the manual line of sight measurements of a theodolite and other instruments are error, complete error caused by refraction, and that it's not or accounted for in there. You know what I'm saying? That you have to throw in this random math, this assumption that it's refracting downward when it should be refracting upward. So anyway, so, yeah, just to troll Baron today that he doesn't know how light works on an arc and on a flat plane. That this flat plane is not an arc. No matter what you want to try to say, it's not an arc and it's complete optical in nature. All the physicists and surveys for hundreds of years that we provide will never be enough for them to publicly admit it. They even come out, and a lot of these people said that if they lost the TFE, that they would come out and say it's flat, and they would give up debating. But here they are, still chirping away. Regardless, I've decided to move a lot. Thanks to YouTube, I don't have the time or the patience to constantly download, save, and then re-upload to all the platforms. Although I do important stuff sometimes, but hey, reality, I'm just trying to catch Globies tripping, trying to go back and forth and catch some of these debates. So I'm gonna cast them live. Some people don't have TikTok and they want to hear it. They want to have it live in the background, things like that. So maybe end up being a 24-hour thing that constantly switches between the live TikTok channels, just to show how the lack of evidence, how we get along and try to figure out beyond no curve, no spin, no rotation, what else goes on at the flat Earth. They try to prevent us by stalling, and how they can't even get along with each other in the globe lives, let alone on what to attack us ad hominem with. They have a script. It gets darker every time. I've gotten the most slander of my life. Now, I'm a weird sounding individual. You know, you can attack me because of the way I talk now, but now it's I'm completely brain dead, dropout fool. It's like, oh, you were smart up until you become a flat earther. Then it's like all of a sudden I'm brain dead, and all of a sudden flirt this, flirt for that. Your little jokes and me. Like, come on now. The flirt mentality, that's all you globes have. You know what I'm saying? Is calling us flirts and thinking that's science. Like, literally, like, the scientific community looks at y'all in shame. That instead of a counterclaim, you just come up with the word, these stupid flirts, and think that that's science. Anyway, as we continue to debunk your myth, I continue to get by you guys. The accusations are crazy. Well, I'm just saying. They're trying to MJ the flat earth community right now, and it ain't happening. So, these people don't care about their own selves, their neighbors, this, that, and the third. Come on now. Let's be for real about it. Phone posits. Let's be for real about it. It's not an accident that there's no curvature. It's not refraction. You guys parrot the big G without even understanding it. Mm. This is just getting. Go home, Globers. You guys lost every experience, every aspect. The judge side. I sent him to turn, or who was it, saying that the court case was about a misunderstanding. That the court case here, the court wasn't about the shape of the earth. He even said it wasn't about the shape, and that it was about him not contract. Nope. He offered 15,000 or to prove the shape of the earth, that it was indeed a globe not flat. That he had thousands of measurements for hundreds of years of surveying, canal building, railroad, all that was provided. But you guys ignore that part of the transcript because you don't want us to see what you don't want the people on the fence or that don't know that to see that information to be persuaded like us who were former Globers. And lastly, I hate to think that you guys act that we're brand new to the globe. You got to tell all these people, you got to treat them. They've never heard of the globe before. They weren't indoctrinated their whole life like we were. We went to the same school as you, bro. You're lagging, bro. Come on, bro. You were one of the ones. They try to make up stuff that we were out here disrupting the class. No, y'all were teachers' pets, and y'all were making fun of us, and y'all were bullying. You know what I'm saying? These were y'all guys. Y'all were the ones. I know the answer. I know the answer, Mrs. Garrison. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Yes. During when we go over the quiz answers or answers on a test, whatever it is, it'd be yes. That'd be guys, be quiet. Yes. That's you guys. You think it's a spinning ball. Yes. My memorization skills are better. I memorized this entire globe. Don't make me have to memorize something entirely different. That's what it is. Your memorization was better than me because I didn't give a shit to memorize it. I didn't give two shits. So you're smarter than me because you chose to remember what was on that test. Focused on it more than I did, and I focused on everything else. Found out, hey, that all that shit's bullshit. No, it's not. You gotta just ignore it and do it. Nah. It's annoying. You're beating a dead. You're beating people like you're Bible thumping us with something that violates the Bible itself entirely. Telling me the Bible's not real, it's been disproved. You're Bible thumping me right now with your global religion and the rest of us. Thinking that, oh yeah, you just Bible thump hard enough, they'll just accept it and they'll just give up on being flat earthers. You're making us become stronger in it because you show the lack of information, the lack of knowledge of your own beliefs and everything else. That's crazy. Instead of proving drop, you guys are out here manipulating the experiment. It's not level. Well, no shit, Baron, because you tilted up right here. Of course, it's not going to be high level. You're looking at constant elevation changes on mountain peaks. Of course, you're not going to get an high level measurement because you're mistaking the curve of the earth for the curvature of the hills. You're mistaking the hills that are curving over and calling it the curvature of the earth. It's not. It's not the curvature of the earth. Fucking dumbass people. If I have to hear the hills, the curvature of the earth, or 360s, the circumference or radius one more time, that just proves how brain dead and dumb you guys are. When you say the radius is still last week, or actually this week, believe me, bro, Matthew are one of them people, and he starts going on parroting the same type of time, thinking that he knows something. I've seen him do this before. It's hard. You just gotta parrot what they know. You know, you sit there and learn from the globe lives. Saying dude, 360. Hold on, I gotta stop. No. Let me continue to ramble on my buster and my decompose. No, I gotta stop you right there. You don't know nothing. You popped off 360 as the circumference of your globe. 360 is like me standing anywhere on the globe and spinning all the way around back to the point I was. That's 360. That's 720. What's that have to do with the circumference of the equator? It has nothing to do with the circumference of the equator. And if you guys still come out here on my lives years later talking about the circumference of the earth, then you guys are fucking on one. You guys are smoking fucking salvia sin or some bullshit from the gas station. It ain't no weed I ever smoked because like y'all are fucking. You get what I mean? 360. Like all the globe scientists and believers of the globe that have actual claims of circumference numbers should know that that who started this. Y'all have actual claims on what y'all think the circumference is in Antarctica would be, which is not true throughout history. We measured it around 60,000 or a larger circumference than equator, but that's regardless. You ignore that and make up numbers. They constantly change. We disprove them. 360. I thought, well, I wouldn't. I just was at the point where I thought I'd never hear anybody say that again. That we cooked 360. That it was obvious, and then he knew that it was bullshit. So then he went on talking about the sky again. You bounce back and forth from the ground to the sky. We answer your ground question. Well, okay, then why does the sun appear to do this? I give an answer. I provide it with the what's set up on the Gleason map in the corner or other stuff, or from government documents themselves. Okay, we'll go back to the ground. Never saying, oh, so I'm gonna take that every time you skip over it. Okay, You won that one. I have no counterclaim. I'm skipping. So, with that being said, every Glober skips over and just goes on to the answers and goes on to the next question. They don't give a response to, okay, does that not? I disproved it using your own science and your own sources. You skip on and just immediately ask the next question, bouncing from sky to ground. Each question.
That's
That's
yeah, it
15.
starts getting out of your vision about that point there,
What?
Londar. There we go. I mean,
Just the bottom. Why doesn't the top get out of my
because
vision?
all you have is the bottom as a backdrop. I've done
No, I've got
explain.
the
Look at
top.
my picture here, bud. It's going to
Yeah,
disappear bottom up.
this ship wouldn't do that down that hallway. I'm telling you now. You'd still be able to see
Yeah,
the
it
whole
would
ship at the
if
end
the
of the
ship
hallway.
is on the water. That's what's going to happen. I'm
No, it's not.
telling you
You're
right
just
here, right
saying
now.
that. You're not
Does it
demonstrating that. You're
happen
just
on
I
saying it.
land?
demonstrate. It's in my screen, bud.
It's no. You're
Are
you're
you
you're taking.
saying the reason you can't
You're,
see the
you're
end of that hallway is because of curvature, Londart?
That's like taking the ship away from this
Did
photo
they
and
curve the
saying, look,
building when they built it? That's not
no,
Lorna, can I
curvature.
ask you something? How do you
This
know
looks
how far
curved
that ship is?
because
How
I
do you
measured
know
it.
how far
I
that ship
measured it
is?
because I
What'd you
personally
measure it
measured it.
with?
The GPS on my boat. I went to the ship and I motored
You
away from the
went to
ship.
the ship
I went to the ship, which is in an anchor basin. Yes.
and you come back and you took one photo, then took an.
Think something like that, you'd have it on video or something. You go to the links and try to
unbelievable.
that's nonsense.
I love how these guys are all trying to come in and just call me a flat earther. I don't believe either of you, any of you.
Well,
I just want answers.
You and Scotty get along good because he argues with both models as well.
Well, not entirely, no.
Well,
Now we are talking.
you believe in the ball but not gravity, so I mean that's self-explanatory if you understand the
That's
model.
pretty weird.
I don't know, but if I was smart enough, I'd pull up all the examples. But honestly,
You know what? I
yeah.
believe in gravity, but I don't believe in the ball.
Hey, we all have our own opinions. We all have our own ideas, and we all have our own facts, and that's that. So
But to me, the ball makes sense, but gravity don't. So You know, it's I can only go with what I believe.
Can
I'm not
only
actually.
have
Yeah,
the
people
balls of
hanging on by their toes in Australia makes perfect sense, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
get that, man.
listen, the Australians are built different. That we can all agree on. Have you seen the wildlife over there? I wouldn't be surprised if they
Don't go
were.
knocking Aussies. Listen, mate, don't go
Koalas.
knocking my country.
They got a terrible rugby team.
Ooh,
I understand.
Well,
I
hell,
understand this all. I understand this whole banter with you saying Australians are clinging onto their toes and all that, whatever, right? But that would presume. But that would
Yeah,
that would be
that's
presuming
what you're
that
thinking, Scotty. If you're living on a ball,
hey, y'all
they
the
hang
one
it
that say
on
land
the
down under. I mean, we didn't name y'all that. That's y'all's deal.
question: Do we have metal in our blood?
Yes,
yes.
we do.
Yeah, we have iron.
We have iron.
And this is gonna sound really dumb, but it's 6:40. I just ate a fat meal and I'm in bed cozy, so I'm just like brain cells have checked out. But like, what if like this is so dumb and I can't be asked googling anything. But if there's a magnet in the center of the earth, right? Yeah, and we all have some form of metal in our blood, right? We're just attracted to that magnet, and we're like
No,
little pins.
no, that
Hey,
wouldn't.
You
maybe
believe in
that's
a
hey.
core.
Maybe
believe
there's no gravity. Maybe we're being held down by magnets because of the iron in
That's
our blood.
what's
That's
so
what I've been
random about
saying,
that
guys.
magnetic
They're,
field. Oh,
well, the thing is you can't knock out relative density. You know what I mean? It's like you have four states of matter. You have solids, liquids, gases, and
but
plasma.
doesn't every like physical thing have a different equation to them? Like
Yeah,
based on that, if
and it
we're
all
gonna
comes
talk about
from
it.
the word equation comes from equilibrium.
Oh, he's using big words. It's 6
Hey
p.m.
Fab, can you put me in a big box real quick?
Yeah.
I like what you've got up there, Rob. I've always
Big
wondered that.
fish,
I
little
need
fish.
explanation on this.
Oh, come on, not the Easter Bunny.
I'm just saying.
What does it
Every
say?
time I ask this question, what I get is you'd be squashed before you get there, halfway there. I don't want to answer to the gravity. I want to know if the guy is digging like that, does he come out the way he's digging?
If we could, trust me, I wouldn't be in England of all places. I'd be on the other side of the globe, hitting on a deck chair with the sun. Okay, he'd be dead before he'd even reach like.
No, I'm not asking about pressure and all that stuff. I'm talking about the mechanics of digging down.
Yeah,
So
what part?
let's say for argument's
What
sake
point
that
do
you
you
dig
what
all
point
the
do you
way
stop
through.
around?
Automatically turn you over. Gravity will automatically turn you over. Didn't you know that?
Didn't we all just agree on magnetic field and pressure and all that?
Yeah, he flips in the center. As soon as you point of the gravity, it flips you over. Have you
Wait,
not
but the question I've got to ask is if you go down feet first, do you come back head first?
Yeah.
It's like asking which
you
way
do.
it's gonna
Like I
pop
said,
out when it's
gravity
born.
flips you.
Gravity flips you.
Yeah,
At what
gravity
point?
flips you at
At
the
what
center.
Okay,
point?
what if you're only
Wait,
digging?
no, stop, because you guys just turned around and told me gravity ain't real. Now gravity can flip you. Okay, this is no circus act. Is gravity real? Yes or no?
No,
Please.
gravity flips you.
Only
Wait,
digging.
no. Okay, this is no gravity's got nothing to do with this. Don't say
Yeah.
gravity can flip you, please, guys. It's 6
That's what I'm
p.m.
trying to say. Without gravity, or he can't flip me. I'm digging in a small space down. Do I come out like the picture does?
Well, no, obviously.
No, you don't. Yeah, on a logical basis, you don't. No. But Scotty, this
On a
is what you
logical basis, you would stay in the middle, wouldn't you?
No.
Removing pressure from the equation, once you get to the middle, you would start to feel weightless. So you could feel like you could go in any direction.
No.
So we'd be in space.
Oh my god, these brain cells are gonna explode. So, okay. We've all agreed on the magnet thing, right? Okay.
Well, no.
Quote unquote, okay. Whatever. Respectfully, I'm so sorry if I come across disrespectful.
Lonnie, what do you think would happen in the picture next to you?
You die.
No, take out every force you've ever known.
You can't
Right.
do that. That's like taking out every other number in an equation and just slapping an equal sign there and no answer at the end. everything has to be equationed. Everything has to have like a reasoning of some sort. Okay, this is
That's
not
a
coming
very,
across
very,
correctly.
very poor way of saying I don't know. And it's easy to say, just say I don't know.
Of course, do you know?
No, I don't. That's why.
Okay.
It's okay to say that. That's a lot of people have a problem with that.
Yeah, but you'll
saying
die
I don't know.
though. Simple as.
Okay, so let's apply this to the sort of flat Earth then. What would happen if you did that on a flat Earth?
You can't do that.
We can't go down any more than 8 miles. We've tried, but I'm saying on a ball. On a ball.
No. We're talking hypothetical because you just talked about
Oh.
digging 24,000 miles.
Well, we don't know how far you go down, Scotty. Maybe you just keep on going down and down and
Uncle, what
down.
if you actually went mining? I was thinking that's a big project. You find some gold, call me up. I heard that value's ridiculous nowadays. Oh, sorry. I'll mute myself for a
This is what I try and do. I try and apply. I try and apply with the one that makes sense. So
I hear you, Scotty.
I mean, if you ask me what happens on what's below us what's below the Earth, I'm going to tell you I don't know. That's what I would expect. That's what I would expect to hear if I showed you this picture right here. I don't want to go to some complex trigonometry. All right. I mean, with common sense is what I'm looking for.
yeah. So all right, we're on a flat Earth, okay, and there's a firmament. So what is outside of that? Like what is the flat Earth in?
We don't know, dude. No one's been out there, so we don't know. So we don't claim.
I don't mind talking hypothetical.
As if we take it into a biblical sense, there's water out there. Other than that, we don't know. It separated the waters above from the waters below. So as far as we know, that there's only water out there. Other than that, I don't know.
Sorry, it was a me.
But all I do know is what we've been taught is absolutely ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
Like that's the first step. It's admitting we've been lied to. Now the degree of the lie is what you need to look for. But I've come to the determination what we've been taught is a lie. That's my determination.
Oh yes, and we can prove that with facts.
And a lot of people will say, well, the Earth's just much bigger than we've been told. Well, that's still a lie, right? The degree of the lie doesn't matter when it comes to the shape of the Earth.
Exactly. Why would they lie in the first place then?
I'm going to go ahead and say Rob just made the most valid point that I've heard all night.
Who? What? What did he say? Sorry, I was daydreaming about who.
Or go daydream somewhere else.
Sorry, I just kind of like turned off. You guys were muffling and it's my connection.
Attention span is...
How old are you, Baloney?
Yeah.
Oh, no, my service. Sorry. Attention span, I got ADHD. Tell me about it.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
how old are you, Baloney?
Oh, I'm unfortunately 20.
Oh, okay.
But you know the human brain doesn't stop developing until it's 25, right? So there's no way anybody can expect a 20-year-old to have it figured out.
Hey, I've done good keeping up with you all. Okay, don't put me down just because I'm.
No, I'm not. I didn't say your brain. I said
young.
The average human brain doesn't stop developing until it's 25 years old. That's why young people do the stupid stuff they do, right?
What's stupid? I've not done nothing stupid.
I didn't say you. I'm in general. I speak in general.
That's up for debate.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even go out clubbing. At least 3 of my friends are out in the wild right now. Oh, clubbing is overrated, guys. Don't do it.
Got some sense.
The volume of microaggression is deafening. Who's microaggressive?
Microaggression?
Somebody's.
Who's being aggressive?
Yeah, who's doing microaggression?
Oh, wait. I don't know.
I think it's Nico.
It's me. What am I doing?
Microaggression, apparently.
Sorry if anyone got micro annoyed.
What is that like? Is that like passive aggressive over here?
No, Kevin. I'm very tired. I'm very, very tired because I run a lot of things and I do a lot of things, and you don't know my life. So if you want me to be microaggressive, but I prefer not to be because I'm a nice person.
Yeah, don't give that kind of power to other people, Baloney.
Trust me.
Yeah,
don't give that authority to anybody else. Like, there's people that get off on that.
Can't be asked. It's 6 p.m. I just finished. It's 6 p.m. I've not long finished doing the Christmas run. Them gifts were a nightmare. Other in them shops and lastminute.com and my bank account was crying. Like it's time to retire, guys.
What do you mean it's 6 p.m. anyway? It's 6:50.
Man, you're 20 years old. You're 20 years old. Life has not even begun to kick your butt yet.
Yeah, Jesus, you got to know your weight.
Not even started, right? I have too many responsibilities.
Baloney, where are you?
I'm in England.
Just think about it, below 45 years left of working.
If you can even
It's
get
a
a
long
job
time.
nowadays.
Not if Baloney marries a rich man.
What?
I'm way too stubborn to marry a rich man. I'd get bored and come home to your whole house redecorated.
From Baloney? North or south?
West Midlands.
West Midlands.
Yeah.
Scotland.
In South Wales, then.
Oh, you're Welsh.
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
Oh. About a couple of hours off coast.
Yep.
Do you know Bournemouth, Scotty?
Damn. Great.
No, Birmingham is shite.
Yeah.
You're not from Birmingham, though, are you, Baloney? You're not from Birmingham.
I moved to Birmingham when I was 2. So
Yeah,
actually, sometimes I come across and I see theatres and stuff, and I don't sound like I'm from. And then yeah, so I have.
Zeke, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Brother.
How you
Hey,
doing?
the earth is flat. For some people that maybe not know, the earth is flat. The ocean is a level, means flat as well. Yo, you don't know yet, man. Some people can't even read my name. So how are you doing, John?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing fine, man. On this flat earth, it's amazing to see every day people waking up to the truth.
Yep.
They finally realize we are the liars and they're controlled by some other evil piece of shit. So good.
Oh, Rob, do you want that question answered that you posted up in the big box?
I'm all ears, brother.
I understand that it isn't, but I'll answer it anyway. So, you dig down from where you started, and you'd reach the middle, ignoring all the forces that would kill you. And then at some point, you'd be trying to dig upward, which would be very difficult.
Wouldn't you run out of oxygen
That's the answer.
before you even reach that way?
That's the answer, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Londa, did you go away for half an hour and think of that?
No, I got booted.
Wait for that, man. He came back with that. Okay, is about
answering the question. Just answering the question.
Well, like I said, you get to the middle and you'd feel weightless. You wouldn't know what direction is up or down, left or right.
That's right.
So,
that's another point. Yep.
If we're going to talk about
Okay, so then you're digging up, and then so you're digging up and you're throwing the dirt down. So did you say you can't dig up?
That's right. You can't dig up like that with a shovel.
You can't dig up.
Not standing there with a shovel. No. Unless you want to do it for me somewhere, just to get a shovel and dig upwards.
What makes you think you can't dig a hole upward?
You can dig the hole until you need to go up. Then you can't.
You know when you dig
Why
straight
couldn't you
down,
dig
you're
up?
just digging
The
down,
dirt
down,
would
down,
come
down,
back down
and
out
then
of
you,
your way.
Hole.
Yeah.
Like a well.
That's the problem.
And you can't. You physically.
Londar, you might want to go back for another 30 minutes, man, and dig something else up.
Why?
You literally said you couldn't dig up.
No, you can dig up, right? You can stand there and dig. You can dig the ceiling of a cave.
But what you're saying is you can't go out that way to dig further. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
right, exactly. Simple stuff. Exactly right. Thank you, Nico.
Simple
Thank
stuff.
you, Nico.
So now,
Thank you, Nico.
Is
now
that
if you
because the
imagine,
ball is spinning or not?
so now if you imagine that you're a mole,
Lefty, it's because of geology and research. So they study the migration patterns of dinosaur bones. I've already been found. I love dinosaurs. Sorry.
Oh my god.
no,
I know
Okay,
that-
so let's hang
Don't
on.
even get
I've
me
got a
started.
point to make. So let's, for
Oh,
argument's
no.
sake, you've got somebody on the other side digging as well, and you both meet in the middle. What happens then?
You both meet in the middle.
Right.
No,
so
you don't,
which
because
way
you
do you
can't.
fall?
You would both be falling towards the center.
right? So, okay,
Right.
so,
So
so if you
What was
imagine
that?
now instead of a human, imagine you're a mole, right, who digs head first, then you can dig right. Right. So
What
now
in
if
the mutation
you're
of
mo-
X-Men is happening with mole
if
people
you're a
now?
mole that digs right, hang on. So if you're a mole that digs head first, then you can go through one side and out the other and still stay upright. Right?
Do you know the problem with this meme? I'll tell you what the problem with this meme is. The problem with this meme is that flat earthers don't understand the difference between south.
Oh man.
oh, what a shame.
We understand.
Who picked him?
North is in the center. South is everything outside of that. East to west is where we navigate.
Well, on a flat Earth, yeah.
It's amazing.
Guys,
Trying to explain that away.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Wait, I think you got to get Admiral back up in here. Look what he just wrote.
Ooh, what
Why is
did
he
you
picking on you?
So I'm all for a debate, right? I still think you've got to let people say what they want to say and then disagree with them instead of just cutting them off or dropping them down or whatever. I don't give a shit personally. I don't give a shit what people say. You know, it's like, what reason have I got to drop somebody down? Unless if they're being offensive, fine. But if they're saying something of a difference of opinion, you should at least let them say what they want to say. Then
Now
disagree.
you do not understand.
Lorne, did you travel?
No, his voice irritates me, really. So I drop him anytime I want.
Oh, no, it's your life, isn't it? It's your life, so you can do what you want. I'm just saying.
We don't come in here. Yeah, but you come in here for a different reason than we are, right? Like your idea of not in here is not being able to learn. You've got a lot of learning to do. If you don't believe if you believe that we're still a ball in space with no gravity, like how can we have anything get you to understand anything at all? Like if you've got something that I'm not sure if I've ever heard that before, ever.
Well, I don't know.
Like how am I supposed to understand any of that?
You're making me dizzy.
Have you ever heard? Right. So even within our own atmosphere, right? You know.
He was crying for you, Lawn Dart. We'll bring you back.
So even within our own atmosphere, if I was able to get if I was able to get some water, right, and then drop it so it becomes so it falls at the same rate as the supposed gravity, right? Then it forms a sphere in a weightless environment, right?
Unbelievable. Can you recreate this for us?
Yes, that's
it's
right.
It's called a raindrop. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's see if you can create a raindrop.
I don't think we need the big box for a raindrop.
Yeah.
Well, he's got it.
Go ahead and create me one.
He's got the big box.
Why do I have the number 10 next to my
Make rain, Bubba.
You want me to recreate a raindrop?
Yes, that's what they're asking you to do, Scotty. I know it seems ridiculous.
Or getting in the shower.
But that's what they're doing.
Well, any like I said, any
I'm
math.
sorry, I'll get you out of the big box. I shouldn't ask y'all to do anything. I don't even know why I should ever even be mad at a Glober. Really, y'all didn't do anything.
No, but any mass in a weightless environment will eventually form a sphere. That's just its natural.
No, man, you're delusional.
No, because a raindrop is not a sphere, bud. It's the shape of a raindrop.
Yes.
They're spheres.
Yeah, a raindrop is.
Spheres.
Yeah.
Information in my brain.
What shape is a raindrop then?
A raindrop is a raindrop. It's not a sphere. That's why they call it a raindrop.
Do you want me to find
No,
in the
what?
shape of a droplet.
I've got
Oh
one
my
here.
god! Someone put a raindrop up in the big box.
Sure.
Don't, please don't.
work.
No. If you're gonna show what a raindrop looks like, please don't show a teardrop.
Yeah. No, I'm going to show what a raindrop looks like when it's falling.
No, we're hearing enough of them already, Scotty. You're right.
Sorry about that.
I'm just saying, a raindrop is a sphere, and the only reason
No,
it
it's
changes.
not, because
You're out of your
if that
mind,
would be Scotty, then why? Then why is water in a pool, water in a lake flat?
Well, because it's
Sphere
not
is not
falling.
a droplet.
Because it's not falling.
Indeed, there it is, because it's stationary, it's because it's in rest. And
I
then
didn't
it
say
will
stationary.
seek level,
I didn't
flat.
say stationary. I didn't say stationary. I said it's not falling.
Then what is that? What the fuck?
Yeah, we are not falling because we're on a stationary Earth.
Well, no.
Sounds like affirmation of the consequent to me.
Okay, I'm gonna say something, right? So, the magnetic field around the Earth. Okay, we have an axis, right? Yeah. I believe, right? My opinion, my belief, and the facts that I believe in and trust, with the way the Earth is spinning, is rotating, right? Which is the
All
cause
right,
of
we'll get you in. Let's get some proof of that spin and spin.
I can't
You got any proof it's spinning?
just scream.
Indeed,
I'm
no,
not
you can't.
popular enough.
Unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
know. Blame TikTok.
Why
rules.
is it always?
Well, the spin ain't gonna cut it. I mean,
Mm,
just another theory. I mean, I guess.
Hey.
How you ever gonna check though?
how have we got a chair? Sorry, I can't.
Yeah. Oh, how you gonna check it? Check to see if you're right. The theory.
If I had the millions of pounds, I would so check it out. But by the
Millions
facts
of
that
pounds. What to see? What?
Oh, see,
Where
no,
is your magnetic field coming from?
we
Where's the
just
source?
had this discussion by the core, and
Yeah.
then
So
there's
how you get? How many pounds is it gonna take for you to get to the core?
pounds. It's
Yeah. You said
It
if
would
you had
take-
the pounds, you'd go check it out.
it's practically.
She's talking about money. She had the money to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
the money. I'm English.
Yeah,
How much money would it take to get to the core of the Earth?
I don't know. I'm too poor to know that value estimate. Google it. I'm just
They
saying,
don't
we
realize
could
that-
get to the center of the Earth. It's magnetic. Like someone's saying earlier. Okay, someone's saying earlier about the Tesla coil business, about the magnetic.
Okay,
field,
so if the
right?
core is magnetic, can
Yeah.
you please explain what happens if you're heating up a magnet?
Heating up.
You come to the right place.
Heating up will make it warmer. If you're heating it up, warm enough, it will lose its magnetic.
No, unless it's forming its own magnetic field constantly, which is geomagnetic.
Oh man, Lord, why are you even up here?
No.
Well, why is this still not even blocked
To answer
yet?
your silly questions.
Blah blah blah
Geomagnetic.
blah. Blah blah blah. It's all like you're
You
from
ask the
crickets
question.
that love the government.
This is what you do.
Don't
You
be
ask a
rude.
question, and then someone answers the question, and you talk.
Because Londar knows it all. He just don't have any
Just
evidence.
drop him so he don't get his paycheck, bro.
A geomagneto is continuously generating a magnetic field. The magnet you get from Walmart doesn't. So if you heat it up, it loses. The domains become all oriented randomly.
What's the temperature there, Londar?
Sorry?
What's the temperature there?
Where? Here in Melbourne. It's about probably 15 degrees. 16 degrees.
Also, the Earth
What
has
are you?
lava.
Hold
and
up
that's
1 second. What are you showing there?
I'm gonna have to go now,
I'm
guys.
showing you the raindrops that aren't raindrop
You
shaped,
see,
like you
like,
claimed they
come
were.
on.
Thank you,
You
so
must
much.
be joking, bro. If you
Free
even
Palestine.
think the
Give
Earth
me a
is a
moment.
sphere
Let me say
because of
goodbye.
fucking raindrop.
Okay.
No.
Just say
I'm answering
hi,
the question
everyone.
from before.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Baloney.
Bye,
See you, Baloney.
London.
Bye, baloney.
Have a nice
Goodbye.
day. Have a nice
I'm
day.
answering the question for Free Palestine about what shape a
Yeah,
raindrops
indeed,
when they're
indeed.
free
I
falling.
agree to that statement. Free Palestine. Yeah, yeah.
And nobody else did. Nobody else did.
No, I
And
won't.
so then
How do
they're
I know
not
that,
shaped like
Bill?
raindrops, like
I
cartoon
don't trust
raindrops. Like,
anything you show, Londar. You're a
of course you don't.
scumbag. Of course I
You
don't.
just get abusive. As soon as I prove you wrong, you get abusive.
I don't care. The sun's
What are you
where
proving?
we're on a
Scotty's
globe,
showing you
bud.
another one. Scotty's got one as well. Do you believe what
You
he
know,
says?
yeah, all you can do is go through your little semantics and try to prove me wrong in other areas because you don't have any proof
I'm
of a
just.
globe.
I've showed you proof of a globe. You dismissed it.
No,
You said
you
that
don't.
water
You
can somehow be
haven't.
hundreds of feet up
You
this
haven't.
truck.
That would never hold up in a court of law, Lawn Dart.
Would
What you showed
absolutely,
me.
I would. Absolutely, I would.
Never. This is why
Nico
y'all
was
lose at court.
Nico was questioning before how I know the distance to the ship. So it's in a swing basin.
What is the zoom on that camera? Why didn't you zoom in? My
It's
P900
zoomed in. It's
zoomed that
maximum
back
zoomed
in.
in. That is maximum zoom. Both of them.
Camera sucks.
Exactly the same zoom setting.
Yeah, your camera's
And what
terrible,
lens have you
man.
got on there? What sort of lenses on it?
So
What's
what
the
I did
zoom on
to
that
answer your
lens?
question, what I did was, it's in a swing
What's the
basin.
zoom on that lens?
Nico, stop talking
It's-
for a minute.
it's an
Answer the
Answer your
question.
original
What's
question.
the zoom on the lens? It's your camera. What's the zoom on it?
I just want y'all to look at that horizon.
I
Put
can't
that back over there.
answer.
Look at that horizon. Look how flat that horizon is. Thank you, Lawn Dart. Welcome to Flat Earth, bud. You're a real good sport there. Prove it all the time. We
So, Lawn
appreciate
Dart, you believe
everything
that?
you do for us, buddy. I mean, look at all these flat horizons he showed. Scotty, he wants to show a flat horizon too. Get him with a big buck. Look at that. It's flat behind there, man. Thank you, guys. We can throw a little water up in the air and it turns into a ball. Yeah, you're right. But what happens when it goes right back down into the large body of water it come out of?
Yeah, Scotty, what happens when that droplet goes back into the water?
Well, obviously, it becomes part of the rest of the map. But I was just showing what happens when water.
And what state does it find?
What do you mean?
What state does the water find itself in at rest?
Well, it seeks level.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Level, flat.
Not curved.
So water will seek level if it's in a container. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we know. That's what we objectively see every day.
Yeah,
Welcome
but the
to Flat Earth.
problem I've got with it is that we're not in a container. So
we are. How do you know that we're not in a container? How can we have so much water without a container when we actually, on a small scale basis, every time we handle water, we need a container?
Do you carry water around on a ball?
Yeah.
Well, we're not in a weightless environment in this atmosphere.
You show us a weightless environment then, buddy.
Okay.
Where's that at? Where's the weightless environment?
Actually, the photo I've shown is actually a weightless environment. It's the exact point when the droplet stops going up and starts to come down, and it forms a sphere, and that is exactly the same as a raindrop.
Boom! Thank you. Welcome to Flat Earth, buddy. That's the equilibrium we've been talking about. Thank you, Scotty, for that proof.
How do you not realize what you're talking about, Scotty?
What do you mean?
That's exactly the equilibrium.
Well, that's exactly what you're looking at there.
Yeah. So there's no gravity at this point right here.
Remember, he doesn't believe in gravity.
Then why is he even saying anything about gravity?
No, I'm not. It's a.
You did, Scotty.
No,
Scotty, I thought you were on the fence. Sounds like you're a Glover.
Scotty is a Glover.
He is. He believes it's a globe. He just doesn't believe in gravity.
Correct.
But now he's bringing up gravity. How are you saying this is zero gravity? Well, you'd have to believe in gravity for zero gravity to make any. Scotty, this is your argument, and you don't believe in gravity. I don't understand.
You know that drop, just because it reaches a peak level, you do know that it does not stop moving, right? It's not weightless.
What do you mean it's not weightless?
Just because that ball goes to its peak and starts to come back down, what part of that weightless is it? You're saying when the drop gets at the very top of its peak, it's weightless before it starts coming back down.
No, I didn't say it's weightless.
You just did, dude.
You just said that.
No, I said it's simulating a weightless environment. It's basically right between up and down, if you want to call up and down.
You out of the big box, son. That's all you got.
Okay, but right. So you wanted to see water in a weightless environment, now, did you?
No, I never asked for that. Never asked.
Somebody Somebody
I
did.
asked why is water, a large body of water always flat and level on top? And you was bringing up water droplets. I mean,
in a container it is, yes.
it's a great distraction, but you still didn't answer my question. So I
No,
bring up
I agree.
water drops.
So how
I
is the
agree.
ocean flat and level then, Scotty?
But I don't believe it is.
Well, it is, dude. Objectively, observably, it is. Have you seen any large bodies of water curving?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Don't let me swear. Fuck.
Look, I understand you're not going to. I understand you're not going to take my word for it. But you asked me if I've seen it.
No, we don't take people's word. We want objective, empirical evidence, dude. That's what we're after. Show me large bodies of water curving.
Right. So what I've decided I'm going to do, right? Because I don't have the equipment anymore. I had to get rid of it a few years ago. But I've got quite a few friends in an astronomical society, right? They've got massively powered cameras cameras and telescopes, right? But they're obviously in the astronomical society to be pointing the cameras upwards. So what I'm going to ask them to do is I'm going to ask them one day to go to a beach and point their telescopes across the sea rather than pointing them upwards, right? So then we can kind of get some more quality images, and then we can determine further distance.
Scotty, how long is that going to take, brother? Because it's 3 a.m. here.
Well, it's also Christmas time before New Year, so I doubt any time this side of the New Year. But I'm going to ask him to do it because, again, so my mate Dave Moore years ago, he didn't have the kind of technology to do it back then, not all the access to it. So I decided I'm going to do that because I haven't got the equipment anymore. I paid $6,000 for my telescope and I had to get rid of it, so I'm not buying another one. Not just to do this, anyway.
Scotty, can natural phenomenon be tested without experiment?
Can natural phenomenon be tested
without experiment?
How can you test it if you don't create an experiment?
Exactly, that's the question. Explained without experiment.
Well, my idea of an experiment is it has to be repeatable.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. And it has to contain an independent and dependent and controllable variables, yeah?
Yes.
And you understand that within an experiment, the independent variable needs to be manipulated by the researcher or the scientist or the experimenter.
Yes.
So do you mean
how do we do experiments on the moon, stars, sun? How do we do those repeatable? And how do we manipulate them?
What experiments?
Any experiments. Concerning cosmology, astrophysics, and astrology.
I don't think they have done any experiments.
Exactly. So therefore, it's all pseudoscience.
No, it's all observation.
Which is pseudoscience. We can't just
I don't think. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You can't just have an observation. That's exactly what Einstein and Newton did. They observed something and then dictated what it was, and that became truth, which is wrong.
Lawn Dart, if we went to the moon, why haven't we gone back? And don't tell me we've gone back fucking how many times. Apparently they have.
You go there. And so who's been to Saturn? Who's been to the
Hang on, what are you saying?
You go there.
You go there and do them. Oh, I didn't see that. That's what? What are you on about, Lawn Dart?
Non-secular. Secular. Doesn't circle.
So in their models, right? Every ball in space have gravity, right?
Apparently.
So the sun apparently is, 93 million miles away from us. Mars is 140 million. How can Mars pull total gravity to the sun? Please show that in your model.
What have you got up there?
Earth closer to the
That was a
sun. That's
silly
why
question.
our climate is warming up. That's their claim now. So you all idiots, you pay
Nobody's claiming
taxes
that.
for something that apparently creates.
No, nobody's saying that free Palestine except you.
No, they did. Go look it
No,
up.
they didn't.
Oh, you don't do
Nobody
research,
said anything about.
Oh,
Nobody
you,
said anything
I
about
know you don't do research. You just come on TikTok. Nuh-uh. Thank you.
Can you put him in the big box? I want to read that.
A time
There's
telescope.
also, I think the article is posted as well on my channel.
I can't make him big screen. I'm not mod.
Also, my other point with spherical stuff is like, you know, when you got air bubbles in a liquid medium, so they also, like an air bubble will form a sphere.
Yeah, that's surface tension, Scotty. Surface tension. That's what it is. Research surface tension.
Yeah, no, I know what surface tension is, yeah.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what's happening there. So that's all that's happening.
Actually, you globally dedicated. It's their passion, and they building model railroads. It's as real as possible, right? Because it's their passion and they love it. They would want to make it look as real. Why they do it on a flat table? Because you know why? Because
Well,
people
sorry?
would figure out trains don't really drive over a curve. That would not work in America, bro.
But that doesn't make sense to me, what you're talking about.
I know.
Docker.
But yeah, water needs level doesn't make sense to you either. So,
Like, if you're talking about mapping out a railway track, is it? And you're...
yeah, the same thing. Like model railways, all flat tables. In real life, it's the same, man. It's a flat world. Also, the video games. Video games use a flat world.
How is that the same thing? Because your fucking table is not 24,901 miles.
No, of course not. It's in scale.
I tend
So
to
the
agree
curve
with-
would be
I-
still
I
there,
tend to
bro.
agree
I
with
have
Scotty
seen
here.
big model railroads.
I think they build it on a flat table just because it's fucking easier.
Yeah, because it's more real.
And it fits
The same they do it in video games. You know that? They create it on flat maps because it's reality.
What, you mean a video game like, oh shit, what's it called?
Like GTA, when you go on a boat and you drive away from the beach, guess what happened? Everything disappeared from bottom up. Perspective.
So
God damn it.
So everything disappears from the bottom up, and that's nothing to do with curvature, is it?
No, of course not. Just perspective.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be that with all the logical things, you have to put extra bullshit on it. Like why stuff is falling down, right? We can explain that with density, but you're so desperately need that bullshit, and then put gravity. You just put it everywhere, man.
Well,
And that's funny. A peer review, right, should be trusted. And be a good source. So I found one by an independent scientist, and he said gravity is a myth. It's never been proven. It doesn't exist.
Well, even Newton himself said it was an absurdity for you to want to believe in gravity.
Well, the problem is you have to come at Scotty at a different angle because he doesn't believe in gravity, but he believes in the ball. So you got to try to figure out how to navigate that.
Yeah, I can't. That's like a spider web, dude.
Yeah, that's you can't navigate that.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a spaghetti junction.
I just don't understand why both can't exist. Like, why can't electromagnetism or static, buoyancy and density, why can't that exist on a globe?
You see,
it can
this water,
What's
this
free
water
Palestine
is,
doing?
This water is flat.
Water.
This water is flat. It needs a container. Do you Globers do it like this, or you put it like the outside? Because I guess you do it on the outside. You just turn it around. You throw it up.
So here's the thing. Right?
Hey, and by the way, if there would be curve, then why? If I fill this up, it will be flat as fuck. If I would go to a big pool, same thing, man. If I go to the beach, same thing. Water will.
Yeah, from a teacup to a toilet to a bathtub to a swimming pool to a lake to the fucking oceans. It's all flat, level.
Well, in my view, the water in a
Dude, your view is just fucked up.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand you think my view is fucked up, but this is how I see it. So if you put water in the swimming pool, then yes, it will be level in relation to the rest of the water. But when you put when you put water in an environment without a container, like in a weightless environment,
can you reproduce that?
Can you reproduce that, Scott?
I can show you a photo. I can show you a video.
We don't need photos, man. We need proof.
I was just about to ask the same thing. I'm hearing what you're saying, Scotty, but you can't say when you put water in a weightless environment because it's never been done.
It can never be done.
I just showed you a water droplet.
But that's not a weightless environment.
No, it's at the point of weightlessness, which is like where it's having...
How is it at the point of weight? So if I jump out of a plane, am I at the point of weightlessness?
If you travel the same...
The peak of the water drop going up and before it comes down is not weightlessness. It's still moving.
No, not really.
Well, more importantly,
Yes,
what
he's
you're
right.
suggesting, Scotty, can
It's
be
always
replicated
moving.
in a plane, free falling.
In a container.
I mean, that's my point there. Like, literally, what you're saying, I've seen them in zero gravity. You're assuming it's in the space station. I could replicate that in a plane in free fall.
Yes.
Yeah, and is it not strange, Scott, that when you see those videos from inside those planes, that their hair goes all the way, but apparently in the ISS it just stands straight up.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
Oh,
You
by the
watch
way,
the
so I
women's
have
hair
another question
as the
for you,
plane
Bobby.
free falls.
Do
their
you
hair
drink your water
waving about.
this way, all over? You do it like this, or you do it like a flat earther, like in the cup? Because water needs a container. I think if I would throw this, I'm not gonna do that or whatever. I don't
Do it.
He does.
Do
He's
it.
gonna stick on the ball. Look what he's gonna
Do
do.
it.
Look what he's gonna. Oh,
Oh, fuck, you made a mess.
that doesn't work.
Shit.
Oh,
Gravity didn't work.
oh, look at that. No, what gravity?
I
Don't
mean,
mind.
personally, I think that was pretty...
It's clean again. I don't care.
Personally, I think that was a bit weird because I wasn't even replicating a weightless environment, so, okay. But
No,
I-
because you're
No, but
global
it definitely
bullshit and
replicated that
stupid.
fluids take the shape of the container.
yes, and ironically,
It
when it's,
tried to, but it just,
when it's in a weightless environment, it forms a sphere, which is its container.
What?
Who lives in a weightless environment though?
Yeah.
What do you mean, who lives in a weightless environment? The whole fucking globe.
And ironically, you can't make water stick to a ball.
You can in a weightless environment.
Oh, hold your tongue, man, a weightless environment. This isn't a weightless environment, mate.
The whole of the Earth is a weightless environment.
Oh,
What?
Really? Really?
Oh, he still believes in space.
Oh, right, so
okay.
right.
Yeah, he still believes in space. Bless him.
I have to believe in space because it makes sense. When,
No,
when you
you
say
don't.
No. Space violates
What
natural
part of
law,
space makes sense, man? Come on,
All right,
talk me
okay.
through it.
Yeah.
Talk me through that.
right, well, I'll put you this way, right? So to me, a globe makes sense in space, right? A flat Earth and saying I don't know what's outside of the flat Earth, that doesn't make sense to me.
There
But
can't
that's
be
your observable reality.
But what I'm saying is,
Observable reality makes no sense, but
hang on.
science fiction makes sense.
Yeah.
So when I ask a flat earthers what is outside of the flat Earth, right? What's
Well,
outside?
wait, Scott.
say you
With
don't-
that kind of statement you
Wait,
just
wait a
made.
minute,
You
wait,
know
wait a
what's
minute.
in my house?
Hello, wait
You
a
don't
minute.
know. So houses are not real, guys, because he
Wait a
doesn't
minute.
know what's in my house.
Begging the
Can't-
question.
You can't interrupt me with some nonsensical stuff, right? So
You're begging the question because you're automatically thinking that we're living in space when space has been debunked.
Yeah, but Free Palestine already assumes that we live in a flat Earth and just poured water over something that's inside an atmosphere. It's not going to act like it's in a weightless environment. So he's got a wet carpet for no reason, right?
There is. But you believe that we're in space, so we're just like a ball floating in space.
Yes.
What?
And how is the Earth a weightless environment? Would you explain my head around that statement?
So I'm just saying that's the way I believe we live in a globe, is because it replicates the same thing if you're in space. But if I ask you on a flat Earth, what is outside of the dome, you say you don't know.
What is wrong with saying I don't know?
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't know. But I'm saying in my mind, I've got two choices. I've either got something that makes sense to me, or I've got I don't know. So I have to believe what makes sense to me. So
how does that make sense to you?
Space violates natural law, Scotty. You can't just get over that. It violates natural law.
And ignoring observable reality makes sense to you.
Uh-huh.
I'm not ignoring it.
You are ignoring it.
Anyway, before we get into that, fellas, this has been an absolute blast.
Water
I'm
sticking
out
to a ball. But yet, I mean, like you can't get to space. You go on the assumption before you. I mean, like literally, there's nothing solid you can present that could convince anyone that the world is flat. Curved, I should say. Get myself completely back to front. I'm sorry, man. I'm not having a go at you, Scotty. It's just we've had this conversation many times, and I don't understand how you can't see the problem with the curve. It's meant to be measurable. So if it's measurable, it should be observable. And when you understand the numbers to the equation, it's not, it could be a globe. You understand it is flat.
But what's not measurable about the globe?
The 8 inches squared per mile. You show me something curving after a mile, and then at 2 miles being 32 inches, and then at 3 miles being 72 inches. I mean, like, over a feet observable. I mean, like, seriously, you could take, if the world was curved, right, you could take off in a plane, right, literally, go up to 100 feet, and you wouldn't have to take any more altitude, because as you flew forward, the world should fall away beneath you at 66 feet every 10 mile. So 10 miles later, you would be 66 feet further up in the air. Naturally, no autopilot, no adjustment, just flying straight. Over 10 miles, the plane would increase 66 feet in altitude.
Yeah, he's cooked. I mean, he's just got his own idea of where we're at. Yes, he is entitled to that opinion, but you can't. Yeah. I mean, he's challenging science and flat Earth. Like, he's got his own idea.
In the sauce.
You're so cooked, I started to smell burning meat, man.
I mean, but the thing is, as far as globals go, I actually quite like him. He's actually polite, he's civil. He's a genuine guy to a degree, but he's stuck in his ways, man.
Scott, everything you just said was rubbish about planes. That's the problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why would the plane gain altitude?
Because the world should be falling away beneath you as you fly forward, because it's curved. It's meant to be going downhill. In every direction.
The curve isn't downhill,
it wouldn't matter what direction you flew in, the outcome would be the same.
The curve isn't downhill. It's not a hill.
That's because there's no curve. That's the bit you can't get your head around. There is no curve.
Okay. Why are you blowing your horn at me, douchebag?
Do we have a sticker? Honk if Earth is flat? You should do that, Johnny. Put a sticker on here.
Honk if the world is flat.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. I'm going to go find these 2 games that somebody's put up. There's a guy that's created 2 flight simulator games. One that represents reality, and the other one with the Earth curvature. And this proves exactly what I'm saying. Within 10 minutes, at a certain speed, that plane would be in space, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's literally on the computer games that I've looked at where they actually put the Earth's curvature into it. It's ridiculous. They're the worst flying games I've ever seen in my life. I can go get a flight simulator. And guess what that flight simulator gives me in front of me? What I see in the real world.
Flat and level.
Exactly.
If you get drunk tonight, don't call me, eh? All right? I'm not coming out to pick you up. It's your own responsibility. And behave yourself.
Ridiculous.
Preach.
Only going into the chart.
Because that's the only way that you will ever experience spin. Is when you're drunk. You've invited me back up again.
Right, see you later.
Okay, have a good night, yeah? Look after yourself, be good, yeah?
Oh, ciao.
Ciao. Close the fucking door.
Was I naughty? Was I? Did I get dropped because I was naughty?
No, you dropped yourself, Scotty.
I didn't drop myself.
Yep.
Why
we
would I
were
drop
talking
myself?
to you and you just disappeared, dude. Just like gravity. Gravity took you.
Why would I drop myself when I was halfway through a point? Whether or not that point was right or wrong, but I was halfway through a point. I was just saying no. So